नमः सर्वेभ्यः कक्षायां स्वागतम्।
नमस्ते महोदय।
नमस्ते। तो प्रार्थनया प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ओम तत्सत्। अस्तु, इदानीं कक्ष्यारम्भे किञ्चित् संस्कृतपदरचनाविषये पाणिनिना यथा सूत्रमार्गेण सूचितमस्ति संस्कृतस्य पदरचनाविषये, न तु पाणिनेः पदरचना, तत् यथा मया उक्तं संस्कृतस्य पदरचनाविषये पाणिनिः अपि तस्य बृहत् कार्यं कृतवान् अस्ति, सूत्रं रूपेण दत्तवान् अस्ति। तत् रचनायाः प्रक्रिया इस् द process. Okay, so as we have discussed earlier, sarvam dhatujam aha shakatayanasya potam, something like that we have exchanged also in the WhatsApp group like that. So things starts with dhatu for Panini. So there are two types of words in Sanskritam world. Okay, kriyapadam, namapadam. And in namapadam there are again variances such as avyayam and anavyayam, or that which has variation and that which doesn't have variation. Two types of namapada you can call it. Actually anavyayam is not a grammatical terminology, avyayam is, but I am just using it for now. Okay, not avyayam. So first thing, of course, then we have to start with the kriya pada because that is closest to the dhatu. In fact, every dhatu actually is a sound for a particular action. It is a primitive sound. Primitive in the sense, don't take in the base English sense of primitive. Okay, what I mean is the primary. Okay, the primary piece of syllable or a few pieces of syllables put together, okay, which indicate a certain action. Okay, so for example, kr. Can everybody kindly mute themselves? Kindly mute yourselves. If I need to in between step in and manage, it becomes unmanageable. Kindly be disciplined. Thank you. So kr dhatu is it is to mean to do. Okay, kr in the basic sense is to do. Okay, who does, etc., and when he does, all those things become other knowledges, but does part, the do part of the does. Okay, that is the kr dhatu. Similarly, gam is the stem dhatu for go, action of going. So do, go, these things. Okay, unfortunately English doesn't have any stem form like that, so I cannot, I have to use a usable sound like do, go. Do, go is already a usable word in a real sentence, but kr and gum in our grammar are not usable sounds. They are sounds for the grammarian, okay, to manipulate and create usable words. So it is much like the software world. In the software world, in the programming paradigm, there are some keywords and things like that that we use in a program. So that language of the software is only for the software engineer. The grammar of that software is for the software engineer. So similarly here, the grammarian of the Sanskrit language, you can call him as the software engineer. His language uses these terms. Okay, kr, gum, etc. Just like in a C program, somebody would use main, etc. like that. Okay, all right. So with adding to such then what the grammarians did is they created a patha or an abhyasa patha, something for us to memorize right from childhood. They created a patha of all these dhatus, 2000 dhatus in various groups. Okay, these dhatus belong to different ganas. There are 10 ganas. Okay, gana itself is named simply by the name of the first dhatu of the gana. So Vadi Gana means Bhu Adi Gana, starting with Bhu and etc. So the name of the group is Bhu etc. Gana. Okay. Okay. So like that they named all the Ganas. Tud Adi Gana, Tud Adi Gana. So Tud etc. Gana. Like that they named. So 10 Ganas they named and grouped them and created Pathas. Okay. I'm not saying the patha is exactly in the gana order. There are sometimes sub ganas within the gana, etc. But anyway, let's take that aside now. So 2000 dhatus, see how elaborate and vast the starting point was. Okay, so for describing different types of doings, maybe they had different dhatus. Kr was one type, like that. Gum is one type of going. They have many other dhatus related to the action of movement. Like this, they have created. Then the next step they said is, in order to make that dhatu usable as a kriyapada, there are some pratyayas to be added. There are some attachments to be made to it. The attachments can happen in the tail of the dhatu, sometimes in the head of the dhatu. Around the dhatu, the attachments can happen. Sometimes this attachment prakriya will modify things inside the dhatu also. That means there are the letters within the dhatu also get modified or even replaced. Okay, so there are two prakriyas in the grammar, two types of actions they carry out. One is called adesha and one is called agama. Actually, three: adesha, agama, and lopa. It is called. Okay, one is to replace, that is called adesha. What is present is replaced with something. Then agama is something new is dropped into the sound, some new sound, new letter is added in to dissolve into the existing set and create a transform. And the lopa is when something is simply removed without bringing anything new. Okay, so these three prakriyas happen. This adesha, agama, lopa happens in sandhi kriya also. In fact, the kriya that happens when I add a pratyaya to a dhatu is sandhi kriya. Okay, except there are lot more sandhi rules than the normal sandhi rules we learn as simple students of grammar above the word level. All the grammar we learn is above the word level. We take it for granted, karoti, kurutaha, kurvanti, we memorize, okay, and then start from there. Otherwise, it will become too vast. So what we do, we create some puddles of water resources and don't try to go dive inside them. We accept them. So we create puddles of shabda rupas, kriya rupas, and start from there. Not every time we start from dhatu. But the grammarians don't do this. Grammarians' interest is very much to start from the very bottom of the ocean. So they start from the dhatu. Okay, they attach this thing pratyayas. So there are you see this table here on the screen. There are 9 plus 9 thing pratyayas. So it's called thing. Again, the grammarians didn't waste too much time naming them as horse, kite, etc. like that. They just gave the technical variable names to each pratyaya and took the first letter of the first pratyaya and the last letter of the last pratyaya and just called the whole collection as thing. So this thing is an artificial sign that represents every pratyaya here. Tip tas jhi, sip thas tha, mip vasmas, ta atam jha, thas atham dvam, it vahi mahing. Now, some of these sounds, atham, tham, you will remember that when we say certain kriya padas in Atmanepadi, we do get to hear those sounds directly. But each of this is just a primitive pratyaya that undergoes lot of transformation itself, sometimes based on the dhatu's qualities, to make different types of pratyayas. Because in this thing pratyaya, there is nothing about kala, right? Whether it is bhuta kala, vartamana kala, nothing is there. So that is the lakara that we add. So when we engage these pratyayas in different lakaras, new suffixes get generated for each lakara. That new modified suffix is added to the dhatu. So there is a multi-layer process involved. Okay. So dhatu, ting pratyaya. So for example, kr plus tip. I have taken the first tip pratyaya there. Technically, I have shown it. It doesn't produce kritip sound. Okay. Just because I added kr to tip, it doesn't produce kritip sound. In fact, in this tip also, one of these letters may be only a technical letter, not for actual pronunciation use. It is only for the grammarian to call this as tip. So only something may remain from that and it may get modified. So it's very technical. You should not take it as an actual sound. You should take it as a variable name which represents what will come in its place. Okay. Kru plus tip comes to karoti for kru dhatu. For gum it becomes gacchati. Okay. So gum has become gach. Where is cha? How did it come? Lot of prakriya has taken place. Okay. How o came in karoti. So lot of prakriya has taken place. But he has nice neat pieces of sutras to do those processes. So Panini's grammar goes into describing how do you take a dhatu, how do you engage a ting pratyaya in a particular lakara. In fact, this karoti is lat lakara form of tip, for tip attached to kr. So technically, for a grammarian like Panini, he simply looks at this as kr dhatu yukta tip pratyayokta lat lakare prathama ekavachana roopam prathama purushe ekavachana roopam. So for him, that whole thing explodes in his mind, bloom, 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 and probably in his mind immediately 8.1.3, 7.7.5, and all of them flash. That is his level of knowledge. Okay. For a software engineer, similarly, when he sees a statement, all that explodes in his brain. Okay. Though we don't go with sutra numbers there so much. So this kind of thing. Okay. Now, so this is the base prakriya. Dhatu, ting, kriyapadam. Next is for Namapada, right? So for Namapada, we start off with something called Pratipadikam. So the stem of a Namapada is a Pratipadikam. Unlike Dhatu for a Kriyapada, it is a Pratipadikam for a Namapada. Now later on you will see, even this Pratipadikam is generated from Dhatu, because Sarvam Dhatujam, right? So it's born from Dhatus, but there are many Nipatas, and also for us simple to school like students of Sanskritam, we don't try to explore how Bala arrived. How did we arrive at Bala? How did we arrive at Bala? We don't go that far back. Like I told you, we take it as pool of words and start off from there. But we learn the prakriya of how to make the Bala Shabda sound like all its form. So in Saptami Bahuvachana 7.3, Saptami Bahuvachana, Sup Pratyaya, when it is added to Bala, it becomes Balakeshu. When instead it is added to Bala, which is a Stri Pratipadika, it becomes Balikasu. Slightly different prakriya. So, but you can see the similarity. Shu, Su. Okay. Here Keshu, here Asu. So certain variations have happened. So if you see here in SUP, it's a 7/3 table. Su, Aujas, out, Shas, etc. etc. And again the technical letter is SUP. First and last letter together. So it is not this. It is this Su and this P. In this Su also, this Ukara is actually a technical letter not included in the original pratyaya. It is just used by the grammarian. Okay, is called itakshara, to be deleted. So that's why s only remains. Halanta sakara only remains. Balas is the first form, and sakara halant through some grammar rules changes to a visarga. So it changes to a balaha form. Okay. I hope that is clear. So next, how to arrive at some pratipadikam? Let us see one simple prakriya, something that we are also familiar with these forms because we use them in our sentences. So we start with the kru dhatu, let us say. Then we add some krit pratyaya called trich pratyaya. Normally we don't know this happen. This is happening. So with this trich pratyaya, we end up with kartru, gantru forms. Okay, kartru is the fellow who does. Gantru is the fellow who goes. So the action of going, by adding the trich pratyaya, we are making it we are personifying the action. That means we are titling the guy who does the action this way. So yaha gachati saha gantru, yaha karoti saha kartru, like that. But this kartru and gantru are not to be used as is. Only grammarians deal with them. But with this rikaranta kartru shabda, if you add the suprat, see I have shown the supratya with the chandrabindu here. The chandrabindu is put in grammar to show the u is a itakshara. Okay, it is not a usable swara, it is a it swara. So we have to take the sakara only. So pratama vibhaktau ekavachane. Okay, su iti yojanam krutva karta iti. Now how did sakara become I mean there is a prakriya. So not everywhere it will become a visarga. Okay, so with different antas, different prakriyas happen. So karta, ganta, So, but both were Rikaranta, so there is a similar sounds here, Karta, Ganta. If you remember, Raja comes from Rajan Shabda. Nakaranta also has a similar prakriya where it becomes Raja, like that. Okay, many other Pratamantas have this Dirgha Akaranta in Pullinga. And now remember, those prakriyas change based on Antakshara and also based on the Linga, etc. Few other things also come into play. So, what is this trich? Kartrartakah kridantaha. It is a kartrartakah kridantaha. By titling like this, we know, oh, it means when we add the trich pratyaya to dhatu, it converts the dhatu into a kartrartaka stem, from which we can derive various namapadas like this. Okay. Yaha karoti saha karta. Yaha gacchati saha ganta. Here I have actually taken the final pratama ekanta form instead of saying kartru gantru, which is only grammarian is allowed to kind of. So we actually use pratama ekavachana forms in loka. Yaha karoti saha karta, the one who does, one who goes, like that. But kartru is embedded inside karta. Okay. I hope that is clear. Next, I have moved to the next slide with subtle variation. Okay. See here, the same krit and gam dhatu, instead of adding trich, let us say we add a krit pratyaya. Kta pratyaya, krit pratyaya called kta, which we are very familiar because we have studied in the parichaya level many forms with the kta pratyaya. So, krita, gata, these kind of forms come out of it. Okay. And from that, suppose I add the Dvitiya Vibhakti of Prathama, Dvivachana of Prathama Vibhakti, 1.2, au, then we get Krutau, Gatau, this kind of, so Krutaha, Krutau, Krutaha, those forms. Okay. So these variations happen. So what is the difference of this Kta with respect to the earlier thing? It has a different sense to it. See, Karmani, Bhuta Kridantaha. So it is also personifying the Dhatu into some, embodying the Dhatu into a person. But now it is embodying it in a different way. It is embodying saying, this is the person who did the action, this is the lady who did the action, etc. That way. Okay. Karmani bhuta kridantaha, and it is also karmani. Okay. Was done by this person is the sense we get. Karmani. Not this is the person who was done by this person. Ramena karyah kritaha. Actually, karya, hopefully pullinga. Anyway, take it as pullinga for now. Sometimes I make linga errors. All of us are prone to that. That's okay. All right. So this is the way it is. But we know this Bhuta Kridanta applies in two ways. You can use it as a qualifier to a noun and then go on into a Kartari mode for the rest of the sentence. So the qualifier stays in as a kind of with a unmentioned Karta of that segment, but only Karmapada like Gataha Ramaha Atra Agachati. The fellow who, the Rama who had gone comes here. Like. Okay. Any question? Somebody has unmuted. No questions. Okay, let's move forward. Next, we have another pratyaya. Here we have ktavatu pratyaya. Ktavatu pratyaya. When we attach the ktavatu to the same kru and gam dhatu, we get a different sound. Kritavat, gatavat is the sounds we get. Here, in the kritavat, gatavat sound, what is the variance of adding ktavatu? It is a kartari bhuta kridanta. So earlier it was by the action that was by the fellow, something like that. Here it is the fellow who did. Okay, the fellow who did. Slightly different voice sense comes in the sentence. Okay, so kritavan is the pullinga form, kritavati is the strilinga form, like this. Okay, here in the example I have used the jas pratyaya, which is the pratama vibhakti bahuvachana. When we add that, we get forms kritavantaha, gatavantaha, like that. Okay, many people who were the fellows who did are my fellows who went, like that. Fellows or ladies are a collection of them. Okay. Does someone have a question?
Hello, sir. This is Amaya. I have a question. So, sir, in the last Parichaya, I have come across some sentences where, like Indraha Agataha. So, that Agataha is a Karmani Krudanta, right? So, then the Karta should be in the instrumental case, no? So, I did not understand.
No. See, Indraha Agataha, that portion technically can belong as a Karmani segment in another sentence. but we can remove all that reference and take agataha as the qualifier to the person called Indra, okay, and then go on. So the kta bhuta kridanta can be used in a proper karmani vakya, okay, or can be used as an adjective to the karta and flown into another kartari vakya. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's like that Indra is like
Visheshana.
it uses the reference, okay, for the subsequent thing.
Yeah, yeah. So the kta kridanta can act as a visheshana also. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Got it, got it. Thank you, sir.
So subtle variation. So you can say there is an elided portion of a karmani segment attached to the karta there. Okay. But in that segment, the karta is like a karma to the gataha. As far as gataha is concerned, he is thinking Rama. You use some other name. Let's take Ramaha only. So Ramaha gataha or gataha Ramaha punaha agatavan, something like that. Okay. So that
Okay.
is,
Got it. Thank you, sir.
okay. Now here I have just shown the same flowchart with Tavatu. So you get forms like Gatavan, Gatavantaha, Kritavanta. Instead of Ekavachana, I use Bahuvachana form here of Prathama Vibhakti. Okay. So how does this Tavatu sense come to us in a Laukika sentence? Yaha karyam akarot saha Kritavan. So the fellow who did the work, he became Kritavan. Okay. And te kritavantaha in plural. Yaha agachat saha gatavan. The one who went, he became the fellow who went. So this whole thing gatavan is like a phrase. Fellow hyphen who hyphen went. Okay. Te gatavantaha. They became the fellows who went. Okay. So if I have to use English in the sense of Sanskrit, I have to use the Butler English with hyphens and things like that. Okay. Yeah. Now this what happens with the Strilinga, somebody asks, right? How to take something into Strilinga? The Sanskritam is only about pullinga? No. So Sanskritam has a technology where you can take something called balaka, attach a stri pratyaya and come to a new stem, modified stem called or pradikpadikam called balika, to which you apply the supratyaya and come to Strilinga forms. Okay, so it has got this prakriya. Okay. So Strilinga is taken care of very well. There are six, as far as I recall, some 6 different types of Stri Pratyayas. Okay. As far as I recall, don't take my word on it. I'm hardly a grammarian here. Okay. Now this is this chart that some of you have done very good job on the WhatsApp group. I highly appreciate. Some of them used color pens and came with some nice charts. I was very encouraged to see that kind of thinking. So this one is a chart made by my Guruvarya, who is a very young Guruvarya. He may be in his late 20s or early 30s. He comes from this Sringeri school. Sringeri Mutt is doing an excellent work on creating a new genre of youngsters with both dharmic knowledge and language depth. Okay, so he comes from their school. He's a pracharya, mahapracharya in a school here in Bangalore called Veda Vijnana Gurukulam in the Magadi on the Magadi Road, outskirts of Bangalore in a village. They have a beautiful campus. So there he is there and he teaches us through online medium even in the Pune University where I study for my masters. So I have borrowed this image from his work. Okay. So
what is his name? What is his name? Your guru's name?
Tilaka Rao. Tilaka Rao.
Huh?
Tilaka Rao. Tilaka Rao. Tilak Rao.
Lakarao. Okay. Dhanyavada.
Astu. So he has made this chart like see shown dhatu. If you attach ting pratyaya, you get tingantam or padam. So from kru you can come to karoti. You take the same kru dhatu, attach a krit pratyaya like the trich pratyaya. If you add, you get kartru, which is a pratipadikam. To the kartru you can add a sup pratyaya and get karta, which is the pullinga ekavachana form that we saw. Okay, or you can take a stri pratyaya attached to that. He has not told which stri pratyaya. In kartru will become kartri due to that transformation due to that stri pratyaya. But that is a new stem. It's a strilinga stem. From that strilinga stem, you can again attach a supratyaya. The same supratyayas you attach here also attach there. That's why the color is same. Okay, and come to a subantam like kartrim, and here it is dvitiya ekavachana. Kartrim, he has not shown everywhere the same vachana, just to show some variation. Yes. So because maybe in ekavachana pratipadika and antarupa looks the same, he didn't want to confuse you. So kartrim, he took the dvitiya view. Ashok Kumar Bhattacharya, kindly mute, sir. Yeah, thank you. Ashok Kumar Bhattacharya, kindly mute yourself. Okay, I'll mute everyone.
Is it not muted, sir?
No, sir, I will mute everyone. Don't worry. Okay. It's happened sometimes, we are not aware how to go about doing that. Not everyone is doing intentionally. I know that. Sorry about that. Okay, so kartrim, karta, like that. So this much we saw even in the few broken down flowcharts I made. Okay, but there is more to it. Okay, that's what this shows. For example, you can take a dhatu and go through a process called sanadi pratyaya attachment. San adi, again this is simple technical name. Sanadi is not somebody's name. San adi, san etc. pratyayas. Everything is technical title in grammar. Okay, they didn't give Bhoja Raja Pratyaya or something like that. Okay, then from that Sanadi Pratyaya, you can generate a new dhatu. See, from Kr, Chikirsha. What is the difference between Kr and Chikirsha dhatu? In Chikirsha dhatu, the grammarian has attached the sense of desire to the dhatu. So Kr means to do, Chikirshra means a desire to do. Same dhatu with a desire attached to it. So now you can form Chikirshati. I mean, Ramaha karoti, Ramaha Chikirshati. What is the difference? Ramaha karoti, Rama does. Ramaha Chikirshati, he doesn't do anything. He desires to do something. What he desires to do has to be explained in the sentence. Okay. So how beautifully they grew the power of the dhatu by with these sanadi pratyayas. One such example is shown by our Guru Varya. So we can bring back the dhatu here, and again, obviously it's to go towards krit and ting operations. Okay. So there can be a chikir shutru maybe. Okay, I don't know. I'm acting like a grammarian. So the person who desires to do these kind of stems can be done. So you can see the power of this language. Okay, now similarly from krit pratipadikam itself, you can attach a sanadi pratyaya and create dhatus from the pratipadika also. That means after a krit prakriya also you can do sanadi and come back to a dhatu. And also see one more form place where sanadi plays. Even a final ready namapada like karta, it can be taken and converted into a dhatu. When do we use this sanadi pratyaya? Of course, not for karta. Here, for example, vasudevaha. Vasudevaha is the form in subantam, right? Vasudevasya apatyam puman vasudevaha. Okay, so vasudevaha. So vasudeviya. This kind of dhatu forms comes. Okay, so that can be generated from Vasudeva and like that. Actually, does like Vasudeviya is a different type of sanadi. It gives a sense of does like Vasudeva. Vasudeva stem is Taddita Pratyaya. I went in the wrong direction. Vasudeva is a Taddita Pratyaya attached to go back to a Pratipadika. Because again, you can start from Vasudeva and go Vasudevaha, Vasudevau. That means one son of Vasudeva and two sons of Vasudeva, like that. But Sanadi Pratyaya is for action, bringing back action on the Subanta. This I remember talking in this class only about to do a bush or something like that. So with this Sanadi Pratyaya, to do a Vasudeva, this kind of. So it becomes an action oriented dhatu, which again. So this way the power of Sanskritam flowchart, you can see it loops. Of course, nobody will traverse this infinite times or anything. Okay, typically there will be one loop transfer and movement in the other directions. Okay, though semantically you can show a flow like that and come with some Vasudeviya, that doesn't make sense in the world. Okay. Okay.
Mahodaya, this Vasudeviya seems similar to, there are some Vyakhyanas, right? Sridhariya, like this Iya will come with the Vyakhyanas. Maybe right? In that sense, that it goes something similar to Shashti, right? Of or by.
Sridhariya may be more a Taddita. Okay. Sometimes, because nobody will take Sridhariya and make it a Dhatu and run Sridhariyati and like that. Okay. But typically we do this Dhatu conversion for very, very significant characters like historical Itihasa characters, Devas, such places you will see this. Or some famous king who did something, you can use that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to have some indelible character of that person that goes with doing a dhatu. Okay, Vasudeva did this indelible thing of struggling to save his last son, right? So that indelible thing has to be associated. Cannot be a kshullaka karana. So because if some Swami Sridhara created one Vyakya, that cannot become a dhatu. Got it? But
okay.
Sridhariya may be the Pratipadika, that which was created by Sridhara. Okay, I have to mute all. So let me just see what else is there and conclude this segment. It's taken a good time for us, but I think this is important to appreciate. We have to sometimes develop a respect and appreciation for what we are looking at, though we are swimming maybe in a small pond somewhere in 2 feet depth.
Mahodaya, quick question on the last slide. On the last chart, in this chart, would the same rules apply if you were to bring an upasarga to a dhatu?
Actually, what it's not showing is the upasarga segment is not shown. Okay, so
But
upasargas are prefixes added to dhatus and
yes.
it creates a upasarga yukta dhatu. But though we don't call it added to dhatu, we kind of call it added to the kriyapada in a sense. Okay, yeah. But you can say upasarga plus dhatu plus pratyaya. Ting pratyaya is kriyapada.
Mahodaya, I have a doubt.
Sir, the previous 4 or 5 slides talk about namapadas having origin in the kriyapada.
This one, yes.
So ultimately, does it mean that even Rama, Sita, and all those namapadas have an origin in some word?
Yes. For example, there are some nipatas. There are 2 types of pratipadikas. Okay, some pratipadikas are nipatas. They are drop-ins. Okay, we don't try to explore back or kind of go into the depths of their origin. Okay, but significant number of pratipadikas are not drop-ins. They are actually generated. Okay, so Rama is a generated pratipadika. Okay, he comes from Ram Dhatu. Okay, Ram Dhatu means to please. Okay, so Rama is a fellow who pleases, and Rama is the Pratama Ekavachana form of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sita also probably has some origin like that. I am unfortunately of having very low knowledge. I am probably at 2 feet and 1 inch depth. That's all. Okay.
No, that is enough at our stage. This much of enlightenment is enough, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, now this all looks very complicated. Don't worry, it is not to scare you, but to make you feel good about what was the depth of knowledge of our forefathers. Okay, this is when we feel that Pitru Bhakti. Okay. Sometimes we think, oh, we are the most evolved human beings on earth. Sadly, to disappoint you, I will say we are not. Okay, so you see the depth of work that happened even to. So what is this I'm showing you is one dhatu called Dhatu, which was part of assignments. Our Guru Varya, the same Tilak Varya, who is our grammar guru, he had asked us to each of us to develop as an assignment different tables for one dhatu from a particular gana that we choose. So he said, okay, do it for Churadi Gana and do it a Ubayapadi, etc. like that. I picked up this Dhatu, and its technical title is Ama. There is a It Okay, so is the actual remaining form, and its meaning is roga grasta bhavane or roge, to fall ill. Okay, so that is the dhatu, and it belongs to this gana called chura adi. So chur dhatu is coming to the first dhatu of that gana, chura dhatu. Then it is a upayapadi, that means it can occur in atmane and parasmaipadi, and it is a ach adi. Why it is ach adi? Because ama form is there. Okay, ajadi adupadaha. So it has got a akara as the upada, the letter before the vyanjana. Okay, so there are these are some lakshanas. So some Varya was asking, oh, ikaranta, like everything decline that way. To request, video is optional. It will eat into the bandwidth, and don't unmute in the middle unless you want to ask something. Okay, just I'll mute everyone. Okay, because everybody else will get reflections. Unfortunately, the system has limitations. Okay, so you see here there is a term called upadha. Okay, upadha actually, adupadha is that type of like that. So upadha means a letter before, etc. This kind of, so there are more than just the end that involve in the prakriya. Okay, whether we are in atmanepadi sense, parasmaipadi sense, are we belonging to the churadigana? If we are in churadigana, different prakriyas follow. This kind of variations. So, for example, for this kind of dhatu, the prakriya is an optional art pratyaya added to the dhatu with a nich thrown in the middle and a shap thrown after that, and then the thing. See, we saw it as dhatu plus thing, but due to all this gana vyavastha and other things, lot of intermediate variables get added in the equation. Okay, and this art is in bracket because it comes only in some places. In the lang lakara, this art comes. Art is again a technical pratyaya. A is the result from it. See, A gets added. So these are the Paninian sutras that are relevant to the equation. Okay. Normally, at our grammar level, we don't try to jump into the prakriya of how Ramaha is generated, how Amayati is generated, etc. But here, we learn it at a very preliminary level. We learn it in the class to see what all process takes place. At least we may not be able to remember and reproduce it, but at least we are able to appreciate the logic when we walk through the technicality of what Panini did, explain that, and then compose this table based on those sutras showing the prakriya. Okay, so this kind of it is very exciting to progress from this small 2 feet pond to a pond that has potential for 3 to 4 feet. Okay, so you'll find these kind of things you can enter into. Now this picture, even more micro letter, I'm sorry, is about a namapadas prakriya. Okay, akarantah pullinga pratama shabdah. So there I have shown the various base pratyaya forms. Su, au, as. So now you see su, au, jas has become su, au, as. So it has gone through certain variation. This is called siddha rupa. The pratyayas have already undergone some prakriya which are applicable to this kind of category, and I have shown that form. So already we are eliminating some depth, going to shallower waters. From this shallow water, how we attach the Pratama Shabda to all those, what sutras ensue in the Sandhi Sutras. See, Akaha Savarne Dirgaha. Akaha Savarne Dirgaha is the Savarna Dirga Sandhi. That is the Paninian Sutra, base Sutra for Akaha Savarne Dirgaha. How did he say? When there is an Ak letter and when the presence of a similar Ak letter, Dirga will form. That's what Panini states in this beautiful, compact way. Okay, and then see sakara, halanta sakara becomes halanta repa. Okay, so sasajusho ruhu is the Paninian formula for that. Okay, under certain conditions sakara changes to rakara, and then that rakara becomes visarga through Tvaravasanayor Visarjaniyah, something like that. I can't even read what I have written. Svaravasanayor Visarjaniyah, in the presence of an avasana, something, repa, and something will become Kharavasana, correct. Khar varna. So khar avasanayor visarjaniyah, khar varna. So khar is again a technical title for a set of letters. So for a khar varna and with avasana something visarjana will be there. I mean that means visarjana means to exhale the air, and that is the double dot we put sound. Okay, so this way formulas are given by Panini. So it's very exciting to enter that world. So now having done that, let me exit that and switch to. Okay, I have to
Mahoday, I have a question.
Yes, 1 minute, sir. Sir, what is your question?
It's a technical question, so it's okay if you don't want to take it. I just wanted to know that is it possible to go in the reverse direction? Or
yes, very good question. So yeah, so it is possible, but Panini shows the forward direction in his formulas. Okay.
Okay.
So what is called synthesis analysis? Paninian focus is synthesis. Okay. And human focus can be analysis, but once we know the synthesis path, we know how to reverse track and analyze. Yes.
So this process of synthesis creates unique answers at the end.
Not unique,
which means
sometimes even more than one. They're called we call it what you call vikritis. So you can have vikriti. No, another word is there for that. I forget anyway. So sometimes rules are optional. Okay, some rules are optional. Every time a rule is optional, it creates two paths, right?
Right.
So 2 or 3 forms can emerge at the end. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Very good. Yeah.
And also, what is the prerequisite for studying these sutras? Whatever course you are doing now with Balakrama Mahodaya. So prior to that, what all we should have studied so that we become eligible to.
Very good. So प्रथमतया संस्कृते वार्तालापं प्रारभतु आयता इदानीं स्वप्रयत्नेन बहु संस्कृतग्रन्थान् पठित्वा संस्कृतवाङ्मये प्रवेशम् अर्थात् सरलसंस्कृते वार्तालापं कर्तुम् अपि च श्रोतुं श्रवणशक्तिः अधिकं स्यात् संस्कृते तत् प्रथमं द्वितीयं तत् कथम् आगच्छति इति चेत् दशदिनशिबिरेषु एवं पत्रालयद्वारा संस्कृते कोविदस्तरपर्यन्तं पठनं कृत्वा किञ्चित् प्रारम्भिकस्तरे ज्ञानं यद् अस्ति तस्य अनुभवः स्यात् अस्मासु तदनन्तरं एतादृश शास्त्रीकक्षासु आगन्तुं शक्नुमः अत्र पुणे नगरे MIT ADT इति संस्था अस्ति तत्र वेदान्त विभागः इन्स्टिट्यूट् आफ् वेदिक् सैन्सस् इति कृतवन्तः ते तु तत्र संस्कृत MA इति ते आफर् कुर्वन्ति आन्लैन् माध्यमेन तत्र विशेषः किं तिरुपत्यां वा शृङ्गेर्यां वा MA कर्तुं बहु पाण्डित्यम् आवश्यकं तत्र संस्कृतवाङ्मये ये पठित्वा उत्थानं कृतवन्तः स्वस्य ज्ञानं ते गन्तुं शक्नुवन्ति किञ्चित् उन्नतस्तरे भवति घनः तत् सम्यक् तथैव भवेत् परन्तु अत्र सर्टिफिकेट् रीत्या किञ्चित् तादृशघनता नास्ति परन्तु किञ्चित् ब्राड् आस्पेक्ट् अपि अस्ति in Pune University they go into a slightly different aspects than even what the other universities focus. For example, they give Vedanta background, knowledge, etc., which is maybe they go into more depth in the MS in Tirupati and Karnataka University, Sanskrit University, etc. But these people, they try to stay broad based because their audience is not the traditional Sanskrit Pandits. Their audience is guys like us who have done engineering, doctor, this, that, maybe we have studied Kannada language, MA, and want to learn about Sanskritam. So these kind of people will find it very attractive to come to this kind of course. But you have to be able to listen to the classes. It is completely in Sanskritam. We don't use English or any other language too much. Students can use because they have limited knowledge to speak, but the teachers will stay within the purview of teaching through Sanskritam, answering through Sanskritam, etc. Okay, and these teachers, they are all not just only permanently employed teachers within the university. The university believes in getting the best talent from all over the India or all over world, wherever the best talent is there for teaching a certain subject with the pedigree of online teaching capability. Online teaching is a different talent, as you know. So sometimes we have to speak to the screen. So they get these savvy teachers who are able to do that and offer many good subjects for us, and it is much lighter MA. I would call it as MA light, LIT light. Okay, yeah. So I entered that because I have done my Sanskritam diploma through Sanskrit Bharati and Sanskrit University Bengaluru. I have done my Pravesha Parichaya Kovida, etc. like that, and I have moved around in the Vangmaya of Sanskritam, speaking as a volunteer with many friends, etc., and working for that. So it's a good time to get a Sanskritam degree, not for the sake of degree, but for improving my knowledge. Okay, that's why we entered. So yeah, so you can look up MIT-ADT SVS Institute. So, SVS Institute like that. Pune SVS Institute, if you look up also. I can share some links. If
okay, okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So guys, so in the last class, now at last we are entering the main lesson continuance. So this first lesson will take a little more time. That is okay. It is because it's better to warm up and learn well. So we did all these kridantas. Sorry, we did the Shatranta Kridanta, some practice last time, right? We did this practice. So today we continue with the this practice with this examples. Set 3, set 4. Quickly we will try to do that. Udaharananugunam vakyani parivartayata. So according to the as shown in the example, following the example, see how much is there in that word. Udaharana. Okay. Harana means to hr dhatu. So as per the example, anugunam. Anu means also, gunam means lakshana. So following the lakshana of the udaharana, vakyani parivartayata. The sentences you convert.
Guruji, Shamitam, we have already done this, Guruji.
Oh, we did this, huh?
We have already gone to Subhashitam, first Subhashitam.
Oh, I am sorry. Padasangraha is done. Correct. First Subhatim is done. Yes. I saw the wrong step in the video. Okay. So we have to do this Subhashitam, right?
Yeah, second one. Second one.
Thank you, sir. Yes, number 2 here. Okay. So let us read the first one quickly and move to the second one. Dambena lobena bhiya hriya va prayo vinito janaesha sarvah vairagyatastatva hridayam vinitam naram varam durblabhaveva manye. So the Kavi is lamenting that, you know, those who act Vinita, those who act Namras are many, but those who are truly Namras are very rare. Beautiful sentence. This is so much truth today, and it's becoming truer and truer day by day, sadly. Okay. Yatahyekena chakrena narathasya gatir bhavet evam purushakarena vina daivam na siddhyati. My raga is all over the place. Some Bhaginis here can sing very well, but that's okay. Take it. Yatha hi ekena chakrena na rathasya gatihi bhavet evam purushakarena vina daivam na siddhyati. Very few sandhis. Hi ekena and then gatihi bhavet. So 2 places, so that's what they have listed here. Okay. But even though they have shortened the Padavibhaga list, we as students should list the whole set and highlight, underline where the Bhaga has taken place, leaving the rest. Okay. So the way I read, we have to list it with commas. Okay. Now, obviously, there are most of the things are familiar to us. Yatha, like that. Huh? Yatha tatha, we know, no? Like that, like that. Like some, as like something, that like ours, like that. Okay, yatha tata. Hego hage in Kannada. Jaisa vaisa of Hindi. So he, indeed, So it's a simple avyaya, he. Okay, indeed, that is the sense that he gives. Ekena, by one person. Chakrena, by the chakra. Not a person here, it becomes a chakra. Okay, chakrena, by one chakra. Rathasya, of a chariot. Na gatihi. Na bhavet can be taken later. Gatihi, movement. See, gatihi is a some kind of a krit pratyaya added to gam dhatu only. Okay, gatihi na bhavet may not happen. That means the wheel, the ratha cannot move on one wheel. The way a ratha cannot move on one wheel, the same way tatha is not there in the sentence in the second part, but we have to put a bracket and say tatha. Evam is a alias for tatha actually. Tatha evam. Purushakarena vina, without the effort of a purusha, vina, without effort. This is a karana, purusha karena, with the karma of a purusha. Daivam na siddhyati, the divine is not obtained. Daivam can also be taken as phalam here, as the fruit. Okay. Providence is the ultimate fruit. So you can take it as a big fruit. Na siddhyati, won't be ready, will not become available. Beautiful one. Huh? So he ekena gatihi bhavet. He ekena, what is the sandhi? E plus a becoming yakara generator. End sandhi. Very good. E plus a. E becomes y. So he, y, a, ye. So this compound generates ye. It's not very clear in the screen, but then gatihi bhavet, gatir bhavet, repamsha for a visarga. So the visarga has been replaced with a repamsha. Okay. We actually saw in the Padaprakriya repamsha changing to visarga. Ramas becoming Ramar, becoming Rama. Of course, we saw it with Amayas like that. But anyway, so Amayatas, something like that we saw. So this is, we are reversing it again. See, we are breaking it, showing Gatihi Bhavet like that. Okay. This is at the Pada level. What we saw in the tables I showed was a little bit inside the Pada. Tatparya is very straightforward. A chariot cannot move with one wheel. It has to have two wheels. Likewise, providence and man's efforts. Our providence is Daivam, man's efforts is Purushakarena. With man's efforts is Purushakarena, are two wheels of life. Here they have done very nicely. They have shown this as two wheels. They have taken the second wheel as Purushakarana. Okay. Are two wheels of life. If a man does not put in any effort at all and just wishes that his desires are fulfilled by doing puja, he will be disappointed. For good luck alone does not bring any result. Yatha, just as ekena chakrena ratasya gatihi na bhavet, a chariot cannot move with one wheel. Evam, in the same way, tatha, see, purushakarena vina, without a man's effort.
Purushakarena is which pratipadika and combination of pratyaya?
See, Purusha Karena, Purusha is taken as effort here, with effort in that sense. Okay. So simply sometimes a Purusha is associated with brawn, no? Without the effort or brawn. So Purusha is taken in the sense of Paurusha sense of Purusha. Okay. So here you can call it man's effort. Yeah. Purushakaraha. Purushakaraha is the one who puts masculine effort. Okay, so there can be a Purusha Karini also in Stri. So it can be a Stri who puts a man's effort because she is putting.
No, that is usually Karya. Purusha Karyena is understood.
I know Purusha Karyena. Karya if you take. I am taking Purusha Kara and Karena. What is wrong? Right? Many because 105 Krit Pratyas are available. You can't so quickly conclude with a few you know. Okay?
Okay.
The danger is there for us. Daivam, providence, na siddhyati. This is of course in karma position in the sentence. Phalam na siddhyati that time. Okay. Hope that is clear. Yata hi ekena chakrena ratasya gatir bhavet evam purushakarena vina daivam na siddhyet. Actually, I would have liked it better, like just like bhavet went, siddhyet would have been It almost feels like prasa is out of place due to that being in bhavet and this being in lat, siddhyati, like that. Anyway, I am not the kavi, so we have to take what he wrote. Kavya Katha. Here is where students' help comes in a lot, but here is also where it's a time to take a break, because Saturday, our 11 o'clock class for Saturday is 1.5 hours like Sunday 11 o'clock, and you guys and I also will need a short break. So we will take a very quick break and then like a 3 or 4 minute break. So we are at 11:59. So 12:04, 12:05, we will restart. I will ask one of you to volunteer to read this slowly, and I will try to give some simple translations, okay, maybe in Sarala Sanskritam and some English. अस्तु वा? तो इदानीं विरामं स्वीकुर्मः। पञ्चनिमिषेषु पुनः अत्र आगच्छन्तु, तदनन्तरम् इतोपि पठनं कुर्मः।
महोदय कः समयः पुनः?
5 निमिषेषु। इदानीं 12:00 12:00 अनन्तरं 5 निमिषेषु, अत्र 5:12 पुनः पाठः प्रवर्तते। अस्तु वा?
अस्तु, धन्यवादः।
Okay, welcome back. So let me invite Girish Kotamangalam Varya. Girish Kotamangalam Varya. Mahodaya. Kripaya, please slowly read this. You can go up to this first sentence. At the end of the first sentence, you can briefly pause to see if I have something to say significant. If it's tough, we will do that. Okay. Please lead us. Yes.
I'll start with the English thing in the
right from the Kavya Katha. Yes.
Oh, Kavya Katha. In the previous semester, we have read the story of the epic poem Raghuvamsha. Let us now read the story of Shishupala Vadha of poet Magha. So, Shishupala Vadham.
One thing I just want to pause here. So typically you will see most titles have the Napumsakalinga ending. Okay, that doesn't make Vadha as a Napumsaka Shabda. It is actually the Kriti, the Pustakam or the Grantha that is created by the author typically have a Napumsaka ending. Okay. Shishupala Vadham iti Grantaha. Grantaha is still pulling. Vadham is the Namadheya. Typically they have this see Abhignana Shakuntalam, Ramayanam, Mahabharatam. That is a style for Grantha names. Okay. Napumsakanta.
Guruji, is it the second Vibhakti also?
No. It is actually the title of the book. Shishupala Vadham. Because if you take Vadaha, maybe it is. Okay. Yeah, Dvitiyanta may be Vadam, but why will they put the title of the book in Dvitiyanta? For what reason? It is because they just give a Napumsaka title, it gives the form. Palam Vat. Okay. But in English, we remove that stem and say Shishupala Vadha. But the Sanskritam title is Shishupala Vadham. Just a subtle point. Continue, sir.
Naradasya Agamanam.
The coming of Narada.
Bhagavan Sri Vishnu Lokarakshanaya Krishna Avataram Grihitvan.
So Vishnu Shri iti stutyartam sthanartam Shri iti yojanam. Tasya nama tu Vishnu ityeva. Bhagavan saha tu visheshanam. Lokarakshanaya Ramaya for the sake of. So for the sake of Rakshana. Kasya Rakshanaya Lokasya. Lokanam Lokasya va. Rakshanaya. Shashti Tatpurusha we call it. Okay. Rokasya Rakshanam Lokarakshanam Tasmai Lakshanaya. Tasmai no. Tasya na. Shashti no. Tasmai only. Correct. Okay. For that thing. Continue, sir. Krishna Avatara, he take the avatar of Krishna. Grihitavan, he took.
Saha Vasudevasya Putro Jataha.
Vasudeva is coming from Vasudevasya Putra. So Vasudeva as the name for Krishna comes from his father. So Saha Vasudevasya Putro. Putro is a U added to the replacing the Visarga. And that becomes O under the influence of the neighborhood. So Putro Jataha. You see this A here. You come here, you will see Putraha Jataha becoming Putro Jataha. So an example for a Visarga Sandhi. They are not going to explain this yet because end of this level in Shiksha as towards the end you are going to look at Visarga Sandhi in detail. At that time this will become more apparent. But we are seeing it everywhere already. Right from Pravesha you are seeing. Okay, continue, sir.
Dwarakayascha Nripaha Abhavat.
Dwarakayaha cha. Okay. Dwarakayaha is of Dwaraka and also of Dwaraka he became the king. Abhavat is a lang bhuta. So he became the king of Dwaraka. Of Dwaraka is Dwarakayaha. Why Dwarakayaha? Why not Dwarakasya? Because Dwaraka is a Strilinga Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So Sitavat Sitayaha. Okay, of Sita. So Dwarakayaha Nrupaha Abhavat. He became the king of Dwaraka. Before that, Jataha is born. Okay, see, Putraha Jataha. See, the Jataha is a Kta Anta. So he became a fellow who was born to Vasudeva. Like. Continue.
Kadachat Sri Krishnam drashtum Narada Maharshi Dwarakaam agatavan.
Just some noise is coming. Let me check. Okay. All right. I don't know why noise is coming, but we'll not worry about that. Okay. So kadachit Sri Krishnam drashtum Narada Maharshihi Dwarakam agatavan. So again Dwaraka Dwarakam Dvitiya ekavachana. So kadachit sometime Sri Krishnam drashtum. So Sri Krishnasya darshanam kartum tumunnanta drashtum to see. Okay. Karma Sri Krishnam drashtum. So Sri Krishna is the karma for darshana kriya. Narada Maharshihi subject. Dwarakam Karmapada to Dwaraka, Agatavan became the fellow who came. Tavatu. See how much Sanskrit Bharati is trying to use variances. We need to remember what we already have learned. We have to try to ID them. Slowly it should bubble in us. Jataha, Kta Pratyaya, Abhavat, Lang Bhutakala, Agatavan, Ktavatu Bhutakala, Kartari Bhutakala. Like this. Okay? Continue.
Krishnaha Naradam Pujitavan.
So this is again another Ktavatu. Krishna became the fellow who did the puja of Narada. That is the literal translation. But in simple English, Krishna felicitated, or whatever is the closest word we can use, puja-fied Narada. Continue.
Yogakshemam cha aprachat.
So he inquired after his health. And this is Lang, aprachat Lang. This switching, see how they are switching. Pujitavan, aprachat. Somewhere else Prishtavan will be there. So yeah, we need to pick up those clues. Yeah, continue, sir.
Narada Munihi evam uktavan. Krishna Bhavan Sarvam Janati. Shall I finish the whole thing?
Yeah, I read it off.
Krishna Bhavan Sarvam Janati. Sarvagyo hi Bhavan. Tathapi Devendrasya Sandesham Grihitva Agato Asmi. Kripya Shruyatam iti.
Very nice. So only one correction in your pronunciation. Try to say Sarvagnyo again.
Sarvagyo.
See what is happening. Gakara is coming through. Little bit Jakara has to also sound there. Sarvagnyo, Sarvajnyo, like that. Sarvagnotina. Don't make it ga and na. So let little bit ya type of sound come through.
Sarvajnyo.
Sarvagnyo, Sarvajnyo. Sarvajnyo also is okay. Sarvagnyo is also okay. But neither ga narja, somewhere it between little sound will come. Okay. And there is a little bit ya type of sound heard. Okay. Though ya is not there, it's heard. It is actually collusion of Jakara and the Anunasika of that gana. Nya. So Jakara and Nya together is Nya. So there is a Ja Amsha and there is a Nya Amsha. Nya. Nya has that little ya in it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let us see the meaning. So Narada Munihi, Maharshihi, Munihi. See, Sanskrit Bharati again tries to keep teachers like this. They everywhere did not use Narada Maharshi only. They switched to Muni. Sometimes they may just say Narada. Everything is okay. Okay. So they are giving us learning. Evam, like this, Uktavan, he told. Why Makara Halant? Because there is a Swara here. This will be Ananasik, another type of Sandhi, which we'll see later. Krishna, this is Sambodhana, typically personified by this exclamatory mark nowadays. But you see the absence of Visarga. Krishna. So, hey Krishna. So, little tone up. Krishna, like that. Okay, of course, with Namrata Bhava. Krishna.
Mahodaya.
Yes.
I have a question regarding cha. The use of cha. In the sentence, they say Krishna Naradam Pujitavan. Yoga Emam cha aprichat. These are two sentences. Is it that in a single sentence only cha should be used, or even in two sentences, if it's a continuation of the same sequence of actions, then also cha can be used?
Yeah, very good. So, in a given sentence, in the beginning when you use cha, it is because there are multiple subjects or multiple action or something like that, right? Then cha is thrown in. But if the cha is thrown in the second sentence and doesn't have an internal reason to exist, okay, then that cha is with to collude it with the previous sentence. Correct.
Okay.
Very good observation. Very good observation. See, Mahodaya made a very subtle observation. So sometimes cha is for words within the sentence. Sometimes that one cha that is there, sometimes in the end of a sentence, typically is to collude it with the previous sentence. Okay. Some subject may be
yoga
common.
Kshema both have meaning, right?
Huh?
Yoga and Kshema are two different words. That is why cha is used.
Illa. No. You are right. Yogakshe. But it is Yogakshema is already a Samastapada. So once it is a single Samastapada, the cha can't be thrown in for the sake of Yogakshema. It is cha is thrown in for the sake of Apruchat. Okay. See why cha is thrown in for Apruchat? Because before that he did the puja. And so he did the puja and he asked him Yogakshema like that. And he asked. Okay.
Had
So
it been the cha for yogam cha kshemam cha, it would have come. So, but yogam kshema is samastapada.
No. If it had been yogam kshemam cha, like very good. With you don't need another cha also. Yogam kshemam cha, then Bhagini is kind of right. It is about you, but nobody asks about yogam only. Yoga kshemam is how we always use it. Okay, which means whatever divine wellness that is supposed to happen to you, inquired after that. Okay.
So actually, I had a similar question for earlier sentence where it is saying Dwarka yascha nrupa abhavat.
Correct. There also it is to collude.
Yeah, that's where I had raised my hand for that cha also.
Okay, unfortunately,
So
what
now,
is happening?
So now, in fact, I got
bug in. Yeah, thank you. Some bug in the software. Sometimes this whole presenter list disappears for me and blanks appear here. I'm struggling with this. Microsoft, no, the software engineers are working overtime in the shutdown, I think, and it's generally deteriorating the software. They try to bring one improvement and they make some other good things disappear. So now and then it appears, so I can see the hand. So please just unmute and shout your question, guys. I am unfortunately technology is failing me here. Okay, but it's at least overall working, so I'll be happy. So
कृष्णः नारदं पूजितवान् योगक्षेमं च अपृच्छत् द्वयोः वाक्यः ಎರಡು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚ ಅಂತಿದೆ
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಃ ನಾರದಂ ಪೂಜಿತ್ವಾ ತಸ್ಯ ಯೋಗಕ್ಷೇಮಂ ಅಪೃಚ್ಛತ್ ದಟ್ ವೇ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ದೆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ
ಯಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣಃ ನಾರದಂ ಪೂಜಿತವಾನ್ ಯೋಗಕ್ಷೇಮಂ ಚ ಅಪೃಚ್ಛತ್
correct but if you terminate with pujitavan then it is breaking into two sentences. So cha is to create that collusion, same Krishna and same Narada is brought into the second sentence. Okay,
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
So we should read the second tense. The cha shall be thrown out. If the cha is thrown out, we should make it Krishna Naradasya Yoga Shemam Aprichat. Because cha is there, you don't need to again and again, like a parrot, repeat Krishna and Narada in the second sentence. Okay?
Yes.
So it's the beauty of cha. Cha is like a placeholder for bringing in all of those guys.
Guruji, Narada Muni Evam Uktavan becomes Narada Muni told like this. And if I say Narada Muni Eva Uktavan means Narada Muni only told.
Correct.
Yes. This correct only, sir?
Correct. Eva means he only told, and Evam means like this he told. Yes. Correct.
Yeah, Eva Evam.
Evam is a prefix for a quote. Iti is a suffix for a quote. Okay. See, iti is there here. Okay. Evam is not needed, but it is better to have it. Narada Muni Evam Muktavan blah 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 iti. Now, except the person who was reading, please everybody else mute and Girish Mahodaya continue.
Okay. Pura one second. Pura Hiranyakashipur Nama Daityo Lokan Pidayati Sma.
So okay, so Narada Muni told earlier what was the reason for him coming, right? So I have brought a message from Devendra in my hand and I have come with that message. Please listen to it like that. Okay, so now you can say the subsequent paragraph without a quote somewhere it should have brought a quote. Actually, this quote end is there. You see, Vadam karotu iti Indra sandesham Naradah Shravitavan. But the quote beginning is missing due to editing error. So the quote beginning is right at the beginning of the Pura. Okay. So quote start and then he goes blah 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 and then ends with iti Indra sandesham Naradah Shravitavan. So this connects with the previous this thing. What Shruyatam? So the Shruyatam ends with this Shravitavan. He made him hear. He made him listen like that. Okay, now the first sentence of this whole quote of Narada, that Sandesha, is Pura Puratana Kale Hiranyakashipur Nama Hiranyakashipuhu Nama Repamsha of Visarga Hiranyakashipuhu Nama Yasya Nama Hiranyakashipu iti asit Tadrishaha Daityaha. Okay, Tadrishaha Rakshasaha Lokan Janan Pidayati Sma Tadayati Sma. Sma is the let moving to Bhuta. Is a storytelling style. Maduti Danu like that. Continue, sir.
Akhilopi lokaha tasmat bhitaha.
Akhilaha api lokaha tasmat bhitaha. Akhilaha, everything, all. Akhilaha api, everything without leaving nothing. Api means completely. Lokaha tasmat bhitaha. Due to him, they were afraid. Continue.
Tada. Sir, I want to ask here one thing. Here, Agatosmi is there. No, Agatasmi also is correct, or Agatosmi?
See, this is Narada. If it was Narada's wife, she would have said Agatasmi.
Oh, okay. Oh, like that. Oh, it's a stealing. Okay.
Agatasmi, you will say. I will say Agatosmi. Yeah.
Oh, suppose if I say something, Aham Agatasmi, correct?
Correct. But there won't be this elided akara. You will have simple tasmi.
Agatasmi. Like a
Mahoday, it is Visarga said that Agataha Asmi, that will become Agato Asmi.
Correct,
that then
correct,
it is
correct.
three.
So there are two sandhis there. There is a Visarga sandhi to begin with, and there is a Purva Rupa sandhi with the elision of kara. Yeah.
But Visarga becoming Otva is which sandhi?
Visarga Utva sandhi. Visarga is part of Visarga sandhi. Visarga sandhi has 4 or 5 flavors.
Okay.
It is a very flavorful, is a kasetta sandhi.
If it is a female telling, and it was Agatasmi, right?
There is no Visarga sandhi, nothing. There is a Savarna Dirgha sandhi. Agata plus asmi, agatasmi. A plus a. Continue, Girishwarya.
Tada Bhavan Narsimha avataram grihitva tam rakshasam nakhaihi chitva hatavan.
At that time, tadanim, tasmin kale, bhavan, tvam iti prathama purushayam bhavan iti, narasimhavataram, narasimhasya, narayukta simhayukta simha rupe naraha, narasimha, simhasya rupe naraha, narasimha avataram, avataritavan itukte atra devaloka tatra asmakam bhulokau agatavan iti avataraha. Avatarana simply means to come down. Okay, it's such a simple word. Avatarana means to actually, if you climb down a ladder, you become an avatara. If you want to claim it. Okay. Grihitva.
Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, na?
Which one?
Narasimha plus Avataram.
Narasimha. There is a samasa there. But after the samasa, there is a Savarna Dirgha. Correct? Okay. So what is the samasa? Narasimhasya avataram. Narasimhavataram. Of course, I am ending it in Dvitiya. We should actually, when we do the samasa, we should go Narasimhasya avataraha, Narasimhavataraha, tam Narasimhavataram. That is the style of samasa. When you guys go to Kovida, you will enjoy the samasas. Okay? You will find
it is Simhaha iti Naraha, Narasimhaha.
No, I'm not talking about Narasimha samasa. I'm talking about the second one, Avatara and Narasimha.
No, the samasa for Narasimha, I think. Simhaha iti Naraha.
Simhaha iti Prayaha. Simha eva naraha, narasimha. Two, three types are possible there. Okay.
कस्य नरः अस्ति सः नरसिंहः.
भगिनि कस्य
नरः नरस्य किम् आगच्छति महोदय? सिंह एवम् अस्ति, सः नरसिंहः एवम् आगच्छति वा?
न simhavat naraha. I mean, like Bhagini told, Purusha Simha is a word we use, no? Purusha Simha means Simhavat Purushaha. Same way, Simhavat Naraha. Because in that avatara he had the valor as well as the rupa of a Simha, at least the way we personify it, Narasimha. Correct. It means superior Nara, basically, in the valor filled Nara. Okay.
Mahodaya. What's the origin of word sma? Pidayati sma.
See, as for almost like it's like an avyaya. Okay.
No, Mahodaya, it is past continuous tense, right? Like how pidayati, the present continuous tense we have learned.
Yeah, but it is not a shatranta. It is not a shatranta. So it is like an avyaya with a shatranta sense, correct? Yes. But it is a past shatranta. Shatranta, you cannot be used sma, you cannot use it for lat.
It's not from the same form. Asti.
Yeah, it pushes it into bhuta form in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it is avyaya, but I'm not too standing on too strong a ground to claim that. Okay.
The sma usage is
I can use shatranta with past tense, right? Pidayan asan.
Pidayan asit. Pidayan asan. Yes, asit also.
Okay, Pidayan asit ka.
Asan would make it a
plural. Okay.
Yeah.
Pidayatah.
Pidayan asit. One daitya, no? Pidayan only. Lokan Pidayan asit. Similar to Pidayatisma. Good. Shatranta usage there is good one. Good exercise. So let us have Girish continue. Otherwise, I can go on, guys. I can take more time of yours. I don't have a problem. You need to sit with me. Continue, sir. Girish.
Yeah. Mritaha Hiranyakashipuhu Janmantare Ravano Jataha.
सः एव यः हिरण्यकशिपुः नरसिंहावतारे नरसिंहावतारयुक्तपुरु देवेन्द्रेण न विष्णुना मारितः आसीत्. सः एव हिरण्यकशिपुः इदानीम् अस्मिन् काले, कस्य काले? यदा श्रीकृष्णः आसीत् तस्य काले, महाभारतकाले, जन्मान्तरे. रावणः इत्युक्ते रामस्य काले, श्रीकृष्णस्य पूर्वतनावतारः. जन्मान्तरे रावणः जातः, रावणः जातः. So same fellow who was Hiranyakashipu in Narsimha Avatara story is the Ravana of the Rama story. Continues.
Punarapi Janan Munincha Pidayitum Arabdavan.
Again, Punarapi. See, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. We know that beautiful Sri Shankara's kavya. So, Punarapi, again. Okay, Jananam, Janan. Okay, Punarapi Janan. What I am reading. So, again, the people. Okay, Janan. Okay, Bahuvachana Dvitiya. Munincha. Not only in ordinary people, even the Yajnakartas, Munincha, Pidayitum, in order to trouble Arabdavan, he began. Continue.
Bhavanapi punaha Dasharathasya putraha Sriramo Bhutva Sita Apaharakam Tam Hatavan.
In one sentence, the whole Ramayana has been told.
Sir, one small doubt, sir. In this Punarapi, is it Punaha plus Api, or is it Punar plus
J.
Api?
You see the hyphen. You see whenever you see already Sanskrit Bharati has taught us. J is there, no? So go to J. Okay, Punar Api, Punaha Api.
No, is it Punaha plus Api or Punar plus Api or Punaha
Api? Punar? I don't know why Sanskrit Bharati put Punar, Punaha Api. Punar Api is a grammarian's listing. A local listing would be Punaha plus Api. Punar is an intermediate form.
Okay, it's kind of punar becomes punar and plus api becomes punapi.
Yeah. The genesis, like I showed you, the prakriya has punar, not the final form. So either we should write punaha plus api, or we should write puno api, punarapi. Sorry. See, they just separated the rakaranta akaranta and forgot to reverse the repamsha. That's all.
Got it. Thank you.
Because there is nothing new taught in Punarapi. It is same as Punarapi, except a Samhita has been divided. Sanskrit Bharati's intent is not to show the Samhita division. It has to be show the Sandhi reversal. So there is a editor error. Punaha api is how you read that. Okay? Yeah.
Or maybe printing error.
We blame it on the printer, but I'm sure it was there in the true copy given to the printer. Printer will be too smart to put an error which is correct. No, actually Vagartha, which prints Sanskrit Bharati books, they are all Sanskrit Panditas by now. They have printed thousands and thousands of publications of Sanskritam. Probably the typesetters, they know better Sanskritam than some of us. By Abhyasa. They will call back, probably you can almost hear them. Vagartha guy calling back Sanskrit Bharati and saying, did you make a mistake here? And Sanskrit Bharati getting read.
This Vagartha in Baswangudi, you mean to say, Mahodaya?
Yeah. Vagartha press in Baswangudi.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
Actually, you see their name. Their name is very Sanskritam name. Vagartha, Viva Sampraktau.
Yeah.
From Kalidasa's thing, they have picked Vagartha. Yeah. Sorry, I think we are enjoying too much and not reading much. Continue, sir.
Yeah. Yatha loke nataha anyam vesham dhritva rangabhumim agacchati tatha sa rakshasaha idanim Shishupala iti namna utpannaha.
So now moving forward from Ramayana. In Ramayana, what had happened? He had become, Vishnu had become Dasharatha's putra Sri Rama, and he killed Ravana, who was a Sita Apaharakam. So instead of giving Ravanam, they gave a beautiful description of the whole reason why Ravana was killed. Sita Apaharakam Ravanam tam Ravanam hatavan. Okay, so yatha loke, the way in the loka, saptami ekavachana loke, nataha anyam vesham drutva, an actor, anyam vesham drutva, wearing a different dress. Okay, rangabhumim agacchati, comes to the stage. Tatha, the same way, saha rakshasaha visargalopa. Sa is a visargalopa of saha. L. See, saha rakshasaha. Okay, that rakshasa, idanim, now, Shishupala, again the visargalopa. Okay, Shishupalaha iti Shishupa. Though it is in quotes, as far as Sanskrit is concerned, la and e are in neighborhood, so lopa is allowed, so lopa has been taken. Shishupala iti namna, by that name. Okay, number 6. Go to number 6. See here, by that name. So some all this, whenever you see this accent marks on top, you see they would have given some help to us. Utpannaha. So he is reborn now in the shape of Shishupala in newer life. You are essentially, you are actually Vishnu Avatara. Narada is trying to tell Vishnu's Avatara, you are Vishnu Avatara. Anyway, continue.
What? Mahodaya, what is the meaning of Rangabhumi?
Rangabhumi is a actor stage.
Okay, what is the Rangabhumi here? What is the relevance of Rangabhumi here?
See, for Vishnu's game, the world is a Rangabhumi.
Okay.
That sense.
He dons costumes and comes to the world in different forms.
Yeah, Avatara is the costume he wears to come. Same way, Rakshasas also wear new avataras and come to create conflicts.
Okay.
So whole thing is a drama.
Okay.
Right now, that Rakshasa is that virus. Okay.
Mahodaya, what is the rule for the Saha, the Ha going away? Saha Rakshasa.
By the time we finish Shiksha lesson, we will get to Visarga Sandhi towards the 5th or 6th chapter, somewhere there. There we will learn that. Okay.
Guruji, one more doubt. So when Valmiki is kind of describing the various avatars of Vishnu here, does he also imply that Rakshasa is actually taking avatara one after the other alongside Vishnu, or is it because how we, at least how I have understood it, is the one Rakshasa is not connected to the other, but somehow this implication is like even Rakshasa is kind of taking one of avatara after the other, parallel to Vishnu. Is that the implication here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
See,
is the
you
same
believe
Jai
even
Vijayas,
you and
right?
I will be reborn if we don't pay our, we have not paid our karma, the goodbye. You and I will be reborn, right? Why not Rakshasa? He has more
Right,
karma.
but
This is the
He has more
Jaya
karma
Vijaya.
pala than us.
understanding. No, but if you
This
die
is
at the
Jaya
hand of
Vijaya
Krishna,
reborn. The
or if you die at,
Dwarapalakas are. I think
if
there's
you
a
die at,
backstory
Yes.
where the Dwarapalakas are reborn.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the
Chakra,
same story only.
Shanko Chakra, these kind of descriptions, colorful descriptions are there. So along with the Lakshmi is also reborn. Huh? So like this, we say that, no?
The Jai Vijay story, Dwarapalaka.
Right. So why not Rakshasas have Punarjanma? So that kind of colorful Kavi has taken that kind of Tata Saha Rakshasaha Idanim Shishupalaha iti namna Utpannaha Tasya Punarjanma Abhavat iti. In fact, you remember, the Avatara doesn't come and then the Rakshasa doesn't come. Rakshasa comes, so Avatara comes to save us. Okay. Good questions. I am amused also, but I like this whole description of Rangabhumi as if this is a play of Vishnu. Sometimes we feel that that there is some truth to that. So continue, Mahodaya, Girish Mahodaya.
Tasya daurjanyam asahaniyam.
So his cruelty, daurjanyam, his cruelty is unbearable. Continues.
Janaha dukhitaha santi.
All the people are very sorrow-filled.
Purvam yatha bhavan rakshasa samharam kritva lokopakaram kritvan tatha idanim api Shishupalasya vadham karotu iti Indra sandesham Narada Shravitavan.
तो हे कृष्ण भवान विष्णुरस्ति अवतार रूपे भवतः कार्यं करोतु एता शिशुपालः इति यथा पूर्वं भवान रामरूपेण रावण नामक राक्षसस्य हतं कृतवान् प्रायः सः एव इदानीं शिशुपालवत् आगतवान् अस्ति पूर्वं यथा भवान् राक्षससंहारं कृतवान् लोकस्य उपकारम् अपि कृतवान् तथा एव इदानीम् अपि शिशुपालस्य वधं कृत्वा अस्मान् रक्षयतु अर्थात् अस्मान् इत्युक्ते नारदस्य रक्षणा इति नास्ति लोकरक्षणां करोतु इति इन्द्रसन्देशं नारदः श्रावितवान् कस्मै श्रावितवान् कृष्णाय श्रावितवान् अन्तिमवाक्यं महोदय
श्रीकृष्णः नारदस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा तथास्तु इति अङ्गीकृतवान्
श्रीकृष्ण तो ओहो साक्षात् विष्णु नारदस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा तथास्तु इति एक्चुअली हिस् ओन् वर्क बट ही सेस् तथास्तु दैट मीन्स तथा अहं करोमि इति अन्ततो गत्वा तथा अस्तु इति तथा अहं करोमि तथा अस्तु लाइक दैट मे इट बी देयर सवर्ण दीर्घ संधि आई डोंट नो वेदर दे हैव पुट दैट देयर इज ए एन तथा अस्तु या सी सवर्ण दीर्घ संधि सो ओ इज आल्सो इति अंगीकृतवान् इत्यंगीकृतवान् एण्ड संधि हियर इति अंगीकृतवान् एण्ड संधि सिंस कृदन्त अंगीकारः अंगीकृतवान् सो फेलो हु सो दिस इज लाइक इट्स एक्टिंग लाइक एन उपसर्गा बट इट इज नॉट it is a different type of prefix. Okay. Santoshena Naradam. Read the last sentence.
Santoshena Narada Maharshihi Dwaraka Nagarat Nivrittvan.
So with happiness, having unburdened himself with the message, knowing that now full well Krishna knows what to do, Dwaraka Nagarat, from the Nagara by the name Dwaraka, Nivrittavan, he took leave and went away. Okay, Nivartitavan, Nivrittavan, many ways you can say Nirgatavan. So we saw the story. So we will end with these few simple questions. the greatest thing about Kavya Katha is the what you call most easy, enjoyable segment, because the questions tend to be very straightforward. But what we should do is, like the exercise that Girish Mahodaya did, we should read it a little bit nicely to ourselves, calmly sitting somewhere, and try to break down, saying, oh, am I looking at Pratama Vibhakti? Am I looking at Dvitiya Vibhakti? Am I looking at Tritiya? Am I looking at a Kridanta form? Try to get to this Ramaha Vanam Gacchati form of that. Okay, you will enjoy that after a while. It's okay. Mistakes are there. Doesn't matter. Try to tell to yourself that those 10 days later you may actually identify it even better than you did today. That's the hope. Okay, and also Sandhi. We see that's even Sanskrit Bharati has asked us there to see look for Sandhis and learn. So if you see Praveshastara, no, they don't do too much of that. In Parichayastara they did little more. In Shiksha they are trying to give you a little bit more Shiksha. Little bit more punishment. So that's why it's a little tougher sentences. Okay. Shri Krishnam drashtum kaha agatavan bahu sulabam. Kaha agatavan?
Narada.
Narada
Maharshi.
Shri Krishnam drashtum Narada Maharshi Agatavan.
Agatavan. Bahu samyak. Shri Krishnam drashtum Narada Maharshi Agatavan.
Naradaha
Dwarakam Agatavan. Correct. Naradaha kasya sandesham grihitva agatavan?
Naradaha Devendrasya
अत्र यद्यपि देवेन्द्रस्य इति अस्ति अतः इन्द्रस्य नारदः यद्यपि सः साक्षात् ब्रह्मपुत्रः इति किमपि अस्ति सः देवलोके सञ्चरति तो विष्णुः किञ्चित् उपरितनस्तरे विष्णुः किञ्चित् देवेन्द्रात् उपरितरस्तरे ब्रह्मन्वत् सः तु देवेन्द्रस्य सन्देशम् अर्थात् इन्द्रस्य सम्यक् नारदः देवेन्द्रस्य सन्देशं गृहीत्वा आगतवान् रावणः पूर्वजन्मनि कः आसीत् हिरण्यकशिपुः आसीत् रावणः प्रायः यू कैन पुट प्रायः इफ यू डाउट रावणः प्रायः पूर्वजन्मनि हिरण्यकशिपुः आसीत्. At least he is like Hiranyakashipu, even if he is not the avatar of Hiranyakashipu.
Atra na dattavan mahodaya prayaha iti माघस्य उद्देश्यम् अस्ति एव यथा एव.
अत्र किम् अन्ततो गत्वा माघस्य वाक्यानि न एतानि. ओके, एतानि बहु सरलीकृत सारांशः एव संस्कृतभारत्याः वचनानि एतानि. अस्तु वा? माघस्य शिशुपालवधायाम् एतमेव कथां स्वीकृत्य प्रायः बहु सुन्दरतया स्तोत्ररूपेण श्लोकरूपेण वर्णितमस्ति. प्रायः गद्यं वा पद्यं वा अहमपि न जानामि, शिशुपालवधम् इति न पठितं मया, परन्तु प्रायः इदानीम् एतावत् कथां पठित्वा तत् पठनीयमिति रुचिः स्यात् इति.
अत्रे दत्तम् अस्ति जन्मान्तरे रावणो जातः. अत्र एव सः वदति एतत् प्रायः इति शब्दस्य प्रयोगम् उचितं नास्ति. अत्र प्रायः इस् गेस्, रैट्? देयर इस् नो गेस् वर्क हियर. ही हैज ओनली टोल्ड इट.
अस्तु वर्य, प्रायः इति न मा योजयतु, चिन्ता नास्ति. अस्तु वा? साक्षात् इति वदतु तत्र, चिन्ता नास्ति. ओ सारी. कस्य दौर्जन्यम् असहनीयम्? शिशुपालस्य दौर्जन्यम् असहनीयम्. Because of all, similarly Ravana. शिशुपालस्य वधात् किं भविष्यति? लोककल्याणं, लोकोपकारं, लोककल्याणं. You can give few other lokakalyana is a better word in your mind. You put that. No need to say lokopakaram. So लोककल्याणं भवति. किं भविष्यति? लोककल्याणं भविष्यति अथवा लोकोपकारं भविष्यति. In karma position you have to put. Okay. So लोककल्याणाय कृष्णः शिशुपालवधं कृतवान्. Something like that. शिशुपालस्य वधात् लोकोपकारः भविष्यति. अस्तु, तो एतेन उपसंहारं कृत्वा स्थगयाम. अन्वयरचना एवं बहु किञ्चित् वेगेन गन्तव्यं. श्वः किञ्चित् वेगेन गन्तुं प्रयत्नं करोमि. तो श्वः पुनः 11 वादने मिलामः. पठनम् अनुवर्तयामः. अस्तु वा? धन्यवादः। नमः सर्वेभ्यः।
धन्यवादः।
सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। नमो नमः।